Biography of Manchester United rising star Kobbie Mainoo. Mentioning the name Mainoo, everyone will have to shout a lot because the class of the boy when he first played for the Manchester United club was trusted by coach Erik Ten Hag. Boy Kobbie Mainoo's Premier League debut for Manchester United couldn't have gone better. Kobbie Mainoo is causing a stir after an impressive Premier League debut against Everton. More and more people believe that this talented youngster will become the heart of the club's midfield for many years to come. Gary Neville praised the 18-year-old, emphasizing that he is the type of player Pep Guardiola would like to own. Meanwhile, Keane praised Mainoo on Sky Sports. So what is the biography of this player? Let's take a look today. Kobbie Mainoo, born the 19th of April 2005, is an English professional footballer who plays as a midfielder for Manchester United in the Premier League, possessing a height of 1.84 m. The body is quite good for a holding midfielder playing in the Premier League. About the childhood of Manchester United's emerging star Mainoo was born in the district of Stockport outside Greater Manchester to a British Ghanaian family, and began attending Cheadle and Gadley youth football clubs before attending Manchester United's football academy at the age of 9. Kobbie Mainoo is causing a stir after an impressive Premier League debut against Everton. More and more people believe that this talented youngster will become the heart of the club's midfield for many years to come. Gary Neville praised the 18-year-old, emphasizing that he is the type of player Pep Guardiola would like to own. Meanwhile, Keane praised Mainoo on Sky Sports. An ankle injury in preseason threatened to derail Mainoo's progress, but he re-emerged to wow everyone. He made his Manchester United debut in the EFL Cup win over Charlton in January. This was immediately followed by an appearance from the bench in the 3-1 FA Cup win against Reading. Behind the scenes at Carrington, there is growing belief that this talented youngster could be the heartbeat of the club's midfield. For years to come, the Stockport-born youngster was a key member of last year's FA Youth Cup winning side and was rewarded with his first professional contract in May 2022. Mainoo has continued to progress through the ranks at Manchester under-18s and under-21s United, then impressed Erik Ten Hag. The boy has been at the club since he was 9 years old. The Mainoo lad was recruited by Mainoo when he was just 9 years old, and he worked his way through the youth ranks to establish himself as one of the biggest prospects at Carrington. In the summer of 2022, Manchester United fans caught a glimpse of Mainoo's talent in a match against Altrincham. BBC Manchester commentator Johnny Crowther once flattered Mainoo was of a different class. Last season, the 18-year-old left fans cheering thanks to his dominant performance against Carlisle in the EFL Trophy. Mainoo's vision and ability to handle the ball certainly convinced public opinion. One fan wrote, "I could watch 17-year-old Kobbie Mainoo's performance all day." Meanwhile, another commented, "Invest in Kobbie Mainoo now." A third person shared, "I watched Kobbie Mainoo against Carlisle United yesterday. Ten Hag must put Mainoo in the first team. This is not a joke. He is a ball puller. What he needs is physical strength. And forget Frankie de Jong. He can do the job simply." It can be said that the Carrington training facility continues to produce a young talent that makes Manchester United fans feel full of hope. This name is Kobbie Mainoo, who is gradually growing up in the Red Devils shirt in this year's season. In the Moose squad at the moment, there is a player that many clubs want. And Mainoo is of British nationality and is also a product of the Carrington Academy like Rashford. But instead of bringing disappointment like the 26-year-old striker, this guy is creating excitement for Red Devils fans. That is Kobbie Mainoo. Mainoo's progress at Manchester United number 37 just scored in the last 98 minutes, sealing a 4-3 victory for Mo against Wolverhampton Wanderers in the match of round 22 of the Premier League on the morning of February 2nd, Vietnam time. This was the 8th consecutive match that Mainoo started for the Red Devils. In particular, in the last 4 matches, the boy born in 2005 played all 90 minutes and was not replaced. In these 4 matches, Gob McTominay, Christian Eriksen and Sofian Amrabat were the seniors who had to sit on the bench for Mainoo just a few hours before scoring against Wolves at Molineux. The Ghanaian star received Manchester United's January 2020 for Best Player award, with a high voting rate of 63% from fans, more than Bruno Fernandes 21%, and Alejandro Garnacho 16%, more than a year ago. Mainoo made his debut for Manchester United January 29, 2023, in a 3-1 victory over Reading in the fourth round of the FA Cup. Number 73 entered the field in the 73rd minute to replace Casemiro. More than a month ago, Mainoo had his first start at Old Trafford November 26, 2023, in a 3-0 win over Everton in round 13 of the Premier League. Last June, Transfermarkt only valued the English player at €800,000, but now, that number has jumped to €6 million, according to analysis by authors Carl Anka of The Athletic and Ryan Benson of the Analyst Opta Statistics Company website. The young British talent's mission in Ten Hag's tactical system at Manchester United is to drop back to the defender's level, to receive the ball, then pull the ball up the opponent's field with passes or passing attempts. Mainoo is known as the metronome of the Manchester club, and up to now, compared to other players of the same age, the 18-year-old midfielder is doing his job well. Those are Mainoo's growth steps over the past year. In the Manchester United shirt, from the darkness, the boy born in 2005 has stepped into the light and is gradually asserting himself. What do outsiders say about Mainoo after this player's performance? After the 18-year-old boy decided the 4-3 win for Mu against Wolves, Rio Ferdinand said Mainoo reminded him of Clarence Seedorf, and before that, Cesc Fabregas. Rasmus Højlund believes that his younger teammate is the talent of a generation. Bruno Fernandes calls Mainoo a great talent. Extraordinary talent are the words that Gary Lineker uses to evaluate the future star. The Englishman and Diogo Dalot consider Mainoo a special player after the move to Tottenham Hotspur match in round 21 of the Premier League on January 14th. Lan Wright affirmed that the Red Devils' number 37 looks a lot more mature, even though he is only 18 years old, and that he didn't see many players at that level. At his age, he can play in the Premier League and play so well. The former Arsenal player also said that Mainoo is one of the interesting discoveries and can become the key to the midfield of Manchester United. In early January, Eriksen said he was very impressed with the junior wearing shirt number 37 and very excited when watching Mainoo practice. The Danish star also called the English midfielder an excellent player and said that Mainoo is playing very impressively. In December, Roy Keane had to say unbelievable when witnessing the performances of his young junior. The former Manchester United captain especially praised Mainoo's ability to handle situations, move without the ball, and make decisions. He is a complete player and shows many qualities, Keane said, after the 2005-born boy's first start in a Manchester United shirt. At the end of November 2023, Gary Neville even said that Mainoo looks like a Manchester City player and is a factor that Pep Guardiola will want to own my midfield. It's good that Manchester United have this player. Mainoo is very calm and always knows how to look over his shoulder, to know where his teammates and opponents are. At his age, what he has shown is very good. Neville praised Mainoo. The British press also flattered the British star. Mainoo is the brain that Manchester United's midfield has been looking for a long time, is the headline that writer Richard Martin used on the goal page. The common point that we can all find in comments about players born in 2005 from experts is that they are calm, intelligent, and mature compared to players in their 18s and 20s, not only receiving compliments for his expertise on the football field. Mainoo is also highly appreciated for his personality. Bruno Fernandes said his younger brother, wearing shirt number 37, is a guy who is eager to learn. And Højlund affirmed he has a good personality. Mainoo's future goals: I think he is preferred over Amrabat in the midfield, but this is Mainoo's first match in the Premier League. He can only play regularly if he maintains stability for a long time. Rio Ferdinand expressed his opinion after the star's first start. English in victory over Everton, just like what the former midfielder said. The most important thing for Mainoo right now is to maintain form to keep the main role in Ten Hag's midfield. Over the past month or so, the Dutch coach has been confident when Eriksen, Amrabat, Mason Mount, and Casemiro were or are injured. Mainoo needs to try to still be given the starting role by Ten Hag. even when he has all the strongest forces in his hands with no midfielder having to rest. If number 37's performance continues as it did in January, Mainoo will achieve this goal in just a few weeks. In addition, the boy born in 2005 also has goals at the national team level. At this time, Mainoo had only played for the England U19 team and had never been named to the U21 team. Therefore, the 18-year-old player does not need to rush to think about the national team yet. Instead, Mainoo should focus on the immediate goal of being called up, Coach Lee Carsley, to the U21 team at the 2025 European U21 qualifying round, taking place from March 24, 2023 to November 19, 2024. If he continues to play like his current form, players born in 2005 can be completely confident about a starting spot in the 2025 European U21 finals, taking place next summer. But most of all, Mainoo needs to keep a cool head while being flattered to the skies by the British press. Let's wait and see how Manchester United's future star will perform in the rest of the 2023 and 2024 seasons. With what has been performed, every Red Devils fan is now looking forward to Mainoo. This boy promises to continue to grow and may become a star in the future, with Casemiro possibly leaving Manchester United next summer and failing in his pursuit of De Jong. Mainoo is a suitable option to complete the midfield. Many people believe that Mainoo is an upgraded version of Paul Pogba, the player who won the 2018 World Cup with France but always played erratically at Manchester United. Manchester United accelerates plans to retain Kobbie Mainoo. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United is accelerating their plan to retain midfielder Kobbie Mainoo. They want to extend his contract. The 18-year-old received rave reviews during preseason last summer, but injury prevented him from contributing at the start of the season. Midfielder Kobbie Mainoo returned at the right time, when Manchester United's midfield was in crisis due to injury, and when given the opportunity by coach Erik Ten Hag, he took advantage of it very well. Mainoo has started Manchester United's last 7 matches in the Premier League and showed maturity and composure on the ball. He even scored the decisive goal to help Manchester United beat Wolves 4-3 not long ago. The young star, who can play for both England and Ghana, only last signed a contract with Manchester United a year ago, in February 2023. His current deal with the Red Devils runs until June 2027, and includes an option to extend for an additional year. However, according to Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United wants to keep the player who can become their future for many years to come. New terms have been prepared, and negotiations with Mainoo are said to be at an advanced stage. Manchester United highly appreciates Mainoo's abilities and potential. They really want him to commit to Old Trafford. Mainoo is said to be able to increase this young star's salary to £70,000 a week to £80,000 a week in the new contract. The red half of Manchester understands that if Mainoo continues to play well like it is now, the top teams will sooner or later enter the game. Therefore, Manchester United wants to be one step ahead. They want to keep Mainoo at all costs. Kobbie Mainoo replaces Calvin Phillips in the England team. According to Daily Mail, coach Gareth Southgate may call up Manchester United midfielder Kobbie Mainoo as a replacement for Calvin Phillips next March. Coach Gareth Southgate can call up new midfielder Kobbie Mainoo as a replacement for Calvin Phillips next March. Mainoo has burst onto the scene this season with a series of impressive performances that have seen him break into coach Erik Ten Hag's first team. The 18-year-old midfielder, who came through Manchester United's academy, has been compared to football legends Paul Scholes and Clarence Seedorf. Mainoo has yet to be called up to the England team for the first time, but before that he had many appearances for the 3 Lions youth teams. Mainoo is also eligible to play for Ghana. Many believe that Gareth Southgate will give the opportunity to Manchester United players this March, thereby ending Ghana's ambitions. England will face Brazil and Belgium next month. Southgate is also considering calling up duo James Garner and Harrison Reed, who play for Everton and Fulham respectively. It can be said that, at this time, Mainoo is still a very promising young talent in the Premier League. It's too early to say this player is a star, but with his perseverance and discipline, as well as his good attitude, in a short time, Mainoo will reach out to become a star in the midfield of the England team and Manchester United.